Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is 86 Volume 2. So I reviewed the first volume, and I really dug this manga from Yen Press. Really, it's a cool concept that I'm just a real fan of. I think there's a lot to it, and this volume, I think, goes deeper into the stuff that I really enjoyed, adding a lot to the various characters. So the original story is by Asato. The art is by Motoki Yoshihara, and then the character design by Shirabii, and then translation is Ramon, Lempert, and lettering by Brandon Bovia. So the story is, there's kind of like, it's a story of haves and have-nots, where there's this giant kind of empire, and then they've got a lower caste of people who they force to fight for them in these like mecha robot sort of things. This is a story of a girl who is a little bit privileged and is in charge of this group of warriors, the 86. And this one, we just learn a lot more about the backgrounds of the various characters. And get a much better dynamic between, I think, the handler and the unit, and there's a lot to keep track of as far as characters and all that. And I think it's part of the point of this volume is it puts the reader in the position of this handler who doesn't know a ton about the unit that she's in charge of. And we as readers are kind of forced to do that as well, which I think is kind of fascinating. So yeah, this is really good. Like, I dig it. There's some cool action to it. The dynamic of like this world and this country where you've got this kind of the main people who are citizens, and then this other group who consider themselves unit citizens and want to prove that they're citizens are kind of cast away by like the main empire and forced to fight for them. I mean, there's so many different ways to kind of interpret that. Like you can just see that as just rich versus poor, black and white. There's a lot of different ways to interpret that dynamic, and the fact that the manga never quite really lays out exactly what we're supposed to think of as the reader, I think is really kind of cool. And then you can just enjoy it as like this cool military war manga with some cool designs. And there's some highs and there's some lows, and there's a lot of action to this. It's good. It's really good. That does a fantastic balance mixing the action and the more personal stuff. I'll give some of the stuff that I kind of dig. So we get some cool stuff like the maps of battle. And the actual battle itself. And then some character designs are really good. So yeah, I mean, it reminds me of a lot of like Macross and stuff like that, except Macross, I don't remember having kind of the cast discussion, but like the style in the world, for some reason, that's kind of sticking with me a little bit. But it's not just a one-for-one, but like that's in the back of my head what keeps on kind of pinging, and the design and look of some of the characters like that. It's kind of what I think of, but it's good. It's really good. I mean, again, if you like war manga, if you like that kind of robot battling but don't want big giant mechs, like this is a kind of a cool alternative. There's a DS game that I used to play that this reminded me of, and I'm blanking on the game. I could go play it again. So yeah, this is cool. Like, I like the first volume. I really like the second volume. Very happy I'm checking this out, and can't wait to read what's coming next. So, out this week, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, telephone shops area. No shop, no problem. We got some affiliate links there, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site. Speaking of support, I want to thank Yen Press for hooking us up with this review copy. Thank you for watching. Now, if you're into manga, if you're into comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.